I studied engineering in school. People often ask me, like, how did you get into doing comedy from studying engineering? And the answer is that the first time that I did comedy was in a class called Improv for Engineers. The institution of my school was like, you losers can't make eye contact, so we're gonna lock you in a room and make you play zip zap zop until you can feign enough eye contact to land yourself a job. For most of them it worked. For me, I took it too far, you know? I could like land a job, I could land the plane, but I couldn't keep it on the tarmac. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been fired from every job that I've ever had, is what I'm saying. Thank you. I've never quite gotten applause for that, but I think it is an accomplishment. The only man that I've never been fired from is so high that he doesn't realize, like, I'm a clinical idiot. Do you understand? Like, because I tried the whole desk job, corporate America, white job, if you will, you know? And like the thing is with like a corporate job is like it will take anyone and turn them into the biggest cocksucker you've ever met. Like you could take the most angry pussy hat wearing lesbian and put her at a desk and she'd be like, yes master, I will suck your cock. Like, I am at the height to do it, and you know my neck is strained from staring at the screen all day. Use some stretching. And that is how you get yourself into situations where you're doing shit you don't want to do. That's not how it went down for me though, you know? I've been trying to quit cock, you know what I'm saying? My old boss, he pulled me into his office. He was like, Erica, I feel like you don't really care about this job. I was like, thanks so much for understanding my guy. He was like, you're fired. I burst into tears. I'm like, yeah, absolutely, sir. I'll be out of your way. You gotta get a girl in here with better dick sucking lips. It's not me. No, I don't know. Yeah, I've been fired from every single job that I've ever had. The problem is like I feel like I don't have anyone to like really look up to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to a doctor, like doctors are like, do not go to med school. If you talk to like a lawyer, they're like, you can go to law school, but like it's a lot of reading. I'm like, I'm more of an audiobook type of girl. You know, I spoke to a comedian that I deeply respect recently. She was like, you should go into real estate. The industry's not looking good. You speak to like a real estate developer, they're like, you should try politics. I did a lot more successful there. I don't really have a good Trump impressionation. You know, more of a Bernie or bust girl. I don't know if you could tell by the fur coat. I'm a socialist. Yeah, no. But my therapist, because I've been fired from every job, my therapist was like, you need to take this online test that's gonna tell you what jobs you're a good fit for. And I take this test online, it returns, we have very few results for you. It came back with 2 options. It was like, you can either be a music therapist or a special ed teacher. Like, the internet was like, you can either go bang on a tambourine or go be the queen of the retards. And I told this to my friend recently, and she was like, I don't think you're qualified to be a music therapist. I was like, shit. Queen of the retards it is. And what is stand-up comedy if not being an underpaid special ed teacher? I was telling this joke to my boyfriend the other day. We were walking down the street, and like a tweaker overheard me, and he was like, "What'd you call me, bitch? Say it again! Say it to my face!" I was like, "You're not the queen of the retards! You're not the queen of the retards! It's me! I'm the queen of the retards!" And I sprinted off. New York is fucking scary, you guys. Yeah, no, it's wild. There's no one to look up to. The only plausible job for a girl in my generation is to be an influencer, you know? And like every influencer, they all look the same. Like they've all got like a long silky mane, long eyelashes, tiny legs, big ass, huge chompers. I've just described a horse. I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian is banned from the Kentucky Derby for horse appropriation. It's not looking good. Yeah, no, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. But I do know one thing. And I do want to be filthy rich. Okay? Like, I want to learn the hard way that money doesn't matter, and that's on a yacht in Mykonos. Because I know I'm human garbage, but at least then I would be human garbage floating on a yacht in Mykonos. I feel like ever since I was a baby, people were like, baby, you're a baby-making machine, you know? And like, I want to have kids at some point, you know? Like, I want to be a t-shirt gun of magna cum laudes. Like, I just want to be like, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and a weird one who goes to the Peace Corps. Because like, I remember the first time my grandma gave me dating advice, you know? Like, she pulled over on the side of the road, and she was like, Erica, are you dating? I was like, I have crushes, what of it, bitch? And she was like, well, if you want to find yourself a nice Jewish man, you have to take him for a bike ride in the park. And I was like, Grandma, I'm 11. And I'm kind of gay. Every time I see a Victoria's Secret model, it makes my Pringle tingle. I don't know what it means, but I'm going to find out. I will find out. I'll report back. Yeah. No, but like... Yeah, I want to have babies eventually. And like I used to date with like my future kids in mind. Like I would only date international guys or Harvard men. Because if I gift my children one thing, it will be a foreign passport or nepotism. I once went on 4 consecutive dates with Harvard guys, and one of them like turned to me and he was like, I feel like this is gonna be more platonic. And I was like, what do you feel so platonic about, Todd? Is it my big ass, big juicy tits? Or is it the fact that I went on a really long rant about the Great Depression? All right, you guys, I think I gotta stop it there. Was that my time?
You got 1 minute.
Oh, I've got 1 minute. Do I want to leave you guys with anything special? So I'm gonna give you guys some tips because you guys are a young crowd. We need to be aware. So I found out recently that like Botox actually limits your ability to feel emotions because there's a theory, it's the facial feedback theory. So basically, you smile, your muscles send a signal to your brain like, I'm happy, you frown, you're sad. I'm like, I don't need mood stabilizers, I need Botox, okay? Look good, feel nothing. That's the secret to fucking life. You're welcome. And until you're psychiatrists, I'm sorry.